Say less. Justice. Justice. Yeah. Yeah. Justice, yeah. Figure 8 flicker in the fissure of memory mesh. Name in the margin, half archive, half buried in breath. Spoke to the echo, it nested in negative edits. Said I was stitching the bridge out of splinters in seconds. Justin, still stuck in the subtext, suppressing the spectre. Katrina, a frequency bending the neck of the message. Grief got a tick with a skip in the tempo with chest hits. Tearing the airflow, airways collapse into crescents. I don't fear death, just the depth of an unfinished sentence. Sovereign, offset, isolate, lost in the lattice of lag. Cross-threaded thoughts in the box of abandoned, mismanaged maps in the bag. Atlas with absences, balancing mass with a fracture that fractures me back. World on a wire with a choir of liars attached to the sag. Rich build a prison, precision decisions that pivot and twist what it shows. Poor in the lower positions, conditioned to carry the load as it grows. Invisible anvils are riveted into the ligaments under the toes. Every step echoing that, embedded it settles and never it slows. Mortar and marrow, an arrow, the narrow that sever the tether and seam. Split at the rib where the rhetoric ripple and drip in the depth of the dream. Trust like a rusted up lock in the box that was dropped at the bottom of streams. Truth is a shard in the heart of a scream. Start of a spark in the dark in between. Dreams in the jar with the barcode scarred by the market that harvests the sky. Ladders that flatter the pattern to climbing but shatter the second you try. Seed in the seam where the concrete deny. Redefine root in the ruin I rise. Bloom in the bruise of the pressure applied, where the fracture adapt and survive. Tick of the clock is a nick in the spine. Interlock thoughts in another design. Never once traded the breath for the shine. Kept it aligned in the blur of the line. Justice is 8 different maps of a brain. Loop in the lace. Past and the present compress and erase. Crack in the pattern, I fracture the frame. Turn every loss to a language again. Justice is 8. Spiral the scale, relate. Fire in lungs, but I ventilate fate. Built from a pressure that never eat. Wait, break, then create, then repeat and rotate. River that remembers the render of drought before doubt had a name. Damn, made of hands that demand and command, but don't plan to contain. Greed is a grammar engraved in the grain. Refrain is a strain in the chain. Choke on the weight of the take that it make when it's swallowed the same. Table of famine with phantom mechanics. The panic is packaged as peace. Bread made of debt when you fed on the dread. It's embedded in teeth. Wine from the spine of a line full of grief. Refined in the time it released. Architects barter the cartilage. Harvest the marrow and market the weak. Scripts in the statics for